Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another SWGOH video. Before I get started, let me first give a shout out to my latest Patreon, Mammon. Thank you so much to you and all my other patrons for all your ongoing support. You guys are absolutely amazing. So today we are taken to the planet of Geonosis, and this planet was initially found a very attractive destination for the first wave of galactic colonizers due to its proximity to Tatooine. And when the Galactic Republic made its first contact with the Geonosis, it was very successful for both parties, and the Geonosians, they quickly started improving and advancing the technology provided by the Republic. So then they started actually exporting droids and other technology back to the Republic. However, once Tatooine was mainly abandoned by the first wave of the colonizers, then as well Geonosians didn't actually export as much because they were too far away from the core worlds, and then their exports were easily made by other worlds closer to the core. So today guys, we do have a Mandalorian challenge, and oh boy, unlike previous two Mandalorian challenges where we were allowed to use one non-Mandalorian character, this time we have to use a full squad of 5 Mandalorians. And if you like me and your Mandalorians do still need a little bit of work to get them all leveled up, this will be an absolute RNG fest. So what I'll show you in this video, obviously first I'll cover the modifiers and the feats. I'll show you my Mandalorian battle. So with this team I was able to complete all feats in a single battle. However, because my Mandalorians, apart from Django, are all very low gear, I spent about an hour and a half replaying until RNG aligned. So bear that in mind. It will depend on how highly geared your Mandalorians are, just how many times you'll have to repeat this event. In my other account where I do have a Relic Mandalorian, then actually I was just able to do it in a single go. But in this account where I have Gear 8 Mandalorian, you know, it's going to be a struggle because you need Mandalorian to stay alive so he can disintegrate everybody. Aside from that, you will not really have enough firepower to take enemies down without that, especially at low gears. And then I'll show you 2 other battles in case your Mandalorians are even lower geared than mine that you will not be able to get this done. Then at least I can show you 2 other battles, how I completed a couple of other feats. One will be with Vader, getting the damage over time feat, and then the CLS attacks out of turn feat. So those are kind of very easy and straightforward feats in case you cannot get Mandalorians to work. But anyway, let's first have a look at the global modifiers here. So we got Geonosis Arena. So for this one, whenever a unit uses a special ability, they will gain a stack of entertainment, which will boost their health, offense, and potency for each stack. Then the code, so that's the modifier for Mandalorians. So essentially your guys will keep stacking the clan loyalty buff. So the more they have, then the higher the counter chance, more protection they will get, and things like that. So that will be the whole general idea, just to withstand the initial barrage until you get so much clan loyalty that you just keep counter-attacking, calling assists and things like that. But anyway, more about the mechanics later. And now the Steadfast Retribution. This is probably the most annoying modifier to go up against, because any damage you do to the enemy, it will get reflected back upon you. And the team we are facing here, fun enough, it's a 5s lead. Luckily not Padme lead, because then they'll be stuck in courage and things like that, and we won't stand a chance with low gear Mandalorians. So while, you know, they do require us to have a full team of Mandalorians, this time at least it's not a Padme lead, it's 5s lead. But anyway, it doesn't really matter so much about the team there. They're very slow, they don't have a whole lot of firepower. Apart obviously from Rex's aerial advantage, but because Rex is modded very slow here, and as well his turn meter boost won't work because of Padme's unique, he won't really get a chance to get any aerial advantage out. We'll disintegrate him before that happens. Alright, now let me show you the team here that I used here to complete on tier 10 Mandalorians. That's right, the only relic here is Django. Probably the other guys don't matter as much, but at least if you got their Mandalorian and Django high gear, I think this will make a lot easier, because obviously you want to trigger the contract, and that's what I was struggling with. My Mandalorian only gear 8, he kept getting taken out before I was able to get the contract out. So if you do have like a gear 12 Relic Mandalorian like I have in my other account, this will be a lot easier. But with such low gear, I said it took me an hour and a half to get this run that I will show you afterwards. Anyway, what I've done was my gear 8 Mandalorian, I just modded him with defense set, just hoping that he can take an extra punch, but I don't think at gear 8 mods really played a whole lot of part, and obviously I do put some speed on him at 246. And why we want his leadership, because unlike Django, where you have to damage debuffed enemies, with his leadership here, you just need to score critical hits, so that'll be straightforward really to achieve. And then Django here, mine's relic free. I just modded him for, you know, speed and some damage as well, because he's the only one that can actually do some damage on my team. Up next we got Canderous, he's gear 12. I also loaded him with offense set, but again, I'm not sure how much mods really play a part in this when you have such low gear characters. I'm just showing you what I have. And why Canderous is good, because as we know, he's basic, he will keep attacking. And whenever, remember, they're the global modifier, whenever we receive damage, we'll be getting a stack of clan loyalty. And because any damage we do to the enemy, they reflect that damage upon us. So even when we do damage to them, we are getting lots of stacks of clan loyalty. So that's why I need Canderous there, just for all these multiple hits, so you can quickly stack your clan loyalty buffs. Then up next, Bo-Katan here, she's also key, because especially at low gear you will not have survivability to last long enough to be able to take everybody out. So what you will need her is probably Zeta on her unique, that's protection recovery for Mandalorian whenever they attack out of turn. And because of all these counterattacks and calling to an assist from our modifier, we'll have lots of attacks out of turn, and we'll be able to recover lots of protection, even though they'll be reflecting damage back upon us. So definitely I think Zeta on Bo will be needed for this to work. In terms of mods, again, you know, she's not really yet 7-star, gear 12 above, so I wouldn't be able to put the best mods on her. But there we go, speed at 253. I do have her gear 11 though. Then up next, Armorer, also 6-star, gear 8. I just tried to put some speed on her at 268 there. And obviously we do want her for two things. One is her ability, where she can put Beskar armor, and you will probably want to put that on Mandalorian first, so he can't be critically hit, and as well he will have 100% counter chance and things like that, because we do need him alive all the way through to the end of the battle pretty much. And also her ability, this is the way where she calls everybody to assist. So remember, all these assists will give us extra stacks of clan loyalty because of the damage reflection from the enemy. So that's pretty much the team here that I'll be taking in. So you can see very low gear, not very that amazing, but still they did get the job done after an hour and a half of replaying. But anyway, let's now hop into the gameplay and let me walk you through this one. Alright, so here we go. So first things first, just do an AoE here with Django, because remember we need to score critical hits, so his AoE can do 5 critical hits to get your contract faster. And then there we go. Oh, almost got Armorer out. Needless to say, your guys have to survive the opening sequence, otherwise you could be in trouble. I did a Dare Dispel with Bo to get rid of the taunt on 5s. Then I just put Armor Shred over on Padme, get lots of assists. As you can see, we are really stacking here clans of loyalty very quickly. Remember here, calling assist on Django. Unfortunately they got a stun on him, so this will slowly, it will a little bit slow down the contract here. Keep pounding there on Padme. We really won't be able to take anybody out because Padme will keep healing them up. But at least we got protection of Padme there. So there you go, all the counterattacks, assists and things like that are keeping us alive because of unique on Bo. Perfect. Alright, 80% to contract, couple of more hits, so we're now at 90% contract. Need 2 more critical hits with either Django or Mandalorian. Let's put Beskar now over on my gear 8 Mandalorian. There we go. Counterattacks, dodging, there we go, perfect. And because of the counterattacks, they're contract triggered, which is perfect. Now my Mandalorian will get a turn in a moment, so let's just get rid of 5s first, because his counterattacks can be devastating when you have low gear characters. But you see, when you disintegrate, damage got reflected back over a Mandalorian, so that counts as damage as well. But again, all these, you know, attacks out of turn and things like that, a little bit healing us up. No counterattacks there, unfortunately. There we go, boom boom. Oh, come and stay with me. We've got a lot of stacks already, almost to 100. So with 5s out of the way, obviously next threat here is Padme. Well, not threat, but you know, she's healing everybody up, so you definitely want to take her out as well. And Rex also, because of his aerial advantage. There we go. Let's see if we can take out Padme the old-fashioned way. There we go. Keep hitting her. Basic, basic. Almost got her. Let's do big mass assist now. Come on, get her out. She healed back up. Almost got her. Come on, Padme. Come on, there we go. Perfect. Another disintegrate online. Get Rex out of here. And now it's just a case of taking out here Ahsoka and Mace. But you know, remember, my guys are all very low gear and at the moment low on health and protection from all the damage we did to everybody else. Do you know what? Let's just put some Beskar armor now on. Probably on Jango. Probably. Don't need Bo anymore. She did her job, I think. All right. Oh. See, when they get defeated, you will lose all your stacks though. So now Mandalorian doesn't have any stacks. That was a lucky dodge from Ahsoka. Anyway, I think if I get Ahsoka out here, I should be good. I just get burning. Come on. There we go. Give me some counterattacks. That's it. Heal up my Mandalorian. There we go. More counterattacks. Perfect. Alright, keep going after Ahsoka here. We got another disintegrate online almost. Let's do Mass Assist. Get Ahsoka out. No! Mace took out my Mandalorian. I had disintegrate online, I think. But anyway, let's see if we can get him out. Come on, Jango. There we go. I think my Jango can carry this home. There we go. Perfect. Woo! That was a crazy battle. As I said, I needed about hour and a half to get this done, and this finally then completed tier 10 here with Mandalorian units. And obviously this team, if you do manage to get it to work, will complete attacks out of turn. As you've seen, we had a lot of attacks out of turn, and also all the damage over times that their Canderous was stacking. This would complete everything. Alright, so now with the more challenging part of today, if you have even worse Mandalorians than me and you do not have half a day to spend on all the retries, let me show you the two teams that quickly on tier 10 can get the other feats done, so at least you can get the gold crate, if not max rewarded this time. So for the attacks out of turn, as mentioned before, I'll just be using CLS here. Just want to stun 5s there, just get him out. But again, you want to a little bit take your time. Remember, we do have to attack 20 times out of turn, so you don't want to take these guys out too quickly. You want to make sure you get your 20 attacks out of turn in there. But otherwise, pretty straightforward. Get a stun. I got a stun there on Padme. Took Rex out. Maybe get a stun over there on Mace. And now with both of them stunned, just go after Ahsoka. And hopefully this will be enough to get 20 attacks out of turn. I think we should be good to go here without any progress counter still. It's anyone's guess here. There we go, one more and boom. Let's have a look. Did I get 20 or not? I hope so. Yep, there we go. Got 20 attacks out of turn easily here with CLS. It's a very straightforward feat to achieve. Alright, and for the damage over time feat here, we just took in Palpatine with Vader. So just start off with Force Crush. You know, we need to apply 30 damage over times. And I'll go around here. Throw Culling Blade just to feed some turn meter to my team. So as you can see, all the damage we are doing is being reflected back on us. So Vader is a little bit in trouble there. But anyway, let's heal up with another Force Crush here. And we got another Culling Blade. But anyway, let's just do ability block for now. Let's fracture 5s because again, his counterattacks, you know, can be devastating here when you're low on health and protection. I will isolate him, make sure to target Nihilus, so he will quickly get his Annihilate back online. There we go. Let's see how much damage we can do here. Boom. It wasn't critical hit, so Padme is still hanging in there. See if we can get ability block on her. Perfect. Right. Just basic there. Let's swap turn meter with Nihilus, and we can now go ahead, get 5s out of here, so I don't have to worry about his counterattacks finishing off somebody like Vader there, and Nihilus as well on very low health. It's really funny how all this works, like the Annihilate and Disintegrate, they reflect damage back, but they actually don't do damage, they just instantly defeat, so I'm not sure if this is working as intended or not, but anyway, we just have to work with it. As you can see, straightforward here. Another Force Crush, Culling Blade, Pulp's turn meter train really doing wonders here for us. One more basic, and there goes Mace. And it's completed now the damage over time feat as well. So just in case you don't have the time, patience to really do this, you know, you can quickly get these two feats out of the way, and then just with Mandalorians, you can easily probably complete. I think you have to complete tier 6 or something like that to get gold crate. I think that one, even with my login Mandalorians, was really straightforward and easy to achieve. So here I just showed you initially the more challenging, obviously tier 10 that I was able to complete it with my low gear Mandalorians. Alright guys, hope you find this video useful and helpful, and that you're not stressing out too much about today's challenge. It can be a bit frustrating, so it really depends. Just decide, do you want to set aside a couple of hours and just keep retrying until RNG aligns for you in a way that I showed you in my successful attempt, or you know, if you do have high relic or high gear and some relics on your Mandalorians, as I do have in my other account, I was able to do it in the first go, no retries necessary. Alright guys, thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, but until then have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.